So the next time you have a party and you want to make some fried rice, this is the recipe to go with. And we're going to start off with our rice. I'm going to show you how easy to make it. And yes, I'm just going to put my rice in. I put in some coconut oil just to give it that extra banger. Any rice, any oil preference you want is up to you. But I'm just going to cover this and put this in my oven because I need to heat my oven. So as the oven is heating up, the oil is also going to melt because I'm in a cold space and the coconut oil, if it's not summertime, the coconut oil is sleeping. So whilst that is heating up, the oven is heating up, the oil is also melting. I'm just going to have some water by the side. So once I'm done, I just take it out and it's just supposed to help the oil melt as the oven is heating. That's the whole idea. And I'm going to now mix it all up together so that every part has the oil in, and then it's going to go into the oven. You are doing this to braise the rice. You know, when you fry your rice in oil, what it does is it helps you get very grainy rice, like you 1 1 1 1. Yes, that's what you want. You want your rice to be very grainy. You want to fry it out in the oil. And because we're doing a large batch, we're not going to do it on the pan. We're just going to use it in the oven. So I'm going to add in soy sauce and I'm going to add in, of course, some salt. But then the soy sauce goes in first because most of the soy sauce may have some sort of salt in there. You don't want your food to get very salty. So I put the soy sauce in. And when you cook with the soy sauce with the rice is able to really absorb the soy sauce. It cooks with it and you get a very consistent color and consistent taste. Then I added in the stock of my beans. So I'll use green peas and I use the canned one. So it came with the water base. So I pour that in as well. Then I added the water, 1.7 liter in the kettle. I added that in and then I tasted for the salt before I added just a tablespoon of salt in it. And this was about 2 to 3 kilograms of rice. And then this goes into the oven and this is going to cook. So if you have a large batch, you don't want to really stress yourself, Charlie. Go with the oven baking of your rice. Like this is like restaurant style. I'm just teaching you how to make this easy way in this modern era. And you don't need to stress yourself so much. So when the water goes down, then you're going to put a parchment paper over it and you're going to cover it up because cooking rice is not about heat. Cooking rice is about slow cooking it. Like it's not about giving it 250 degrees and then you just let it be. You just want to make sure that the heat is retained. You don't need so much water. You need heat to be able to like be retained in to get you that like good texture. So you'd have all of it in there. And at this point, you could see that it was well done. I'm just mixing it up so that, you know, the top crust, yes, because this is in the oven, you may get more of the crust on top than at the base. So I like to mix it up so that even though the base is done, the top can also go in there and it will all cook together. So I actually did this in the morning. I went to work, I came back, then I came to do the fried rice because this was for a surprise birthday party, something for a friend. So I had to cook the rice in the morning. I went to campus. Then when I came back, I came to finish it off as fried rice. So the water, you realize my pan was a bit small. I didn't want it to overflow in there. So I left a little bit of it. Then once it was at this point, I added the rest of the water in. Then it goes back into the oven and then we're going to cover it up and we're going to let it finish. So this actually saves you time. You know that this one you're going to get consistency with the texture of the rice, with the color of the rice, with the taste of the rice, and with the cooking of the rice. Yes. So if you do rice, fried rice in a large stock, usually your oven is like your best friend. At this point, the rice was done and it was good to go. So I then turned off the oven and then I just covered it up and let it be. Because for your fried rice, you need to get your rice already cooked and then you go in with the other things. So this was good. I had to go to campus and when I came back in the evening, then I went into the mixing. So for the mixing, this was supposed to be more heavy. So I used coconut oil. Then I used minced meat. Yes, so I used minced meat. You can check the quantities in the description bio as well. And then I went in with some onions to have some aromatics in the garlic dip. Then I also used my gravy spice or my curry spice. I added in some ginger. I added in my greens herbs, which is parsley, oregano, and those ones. And then I added some sweet chili. and then I mixed everything up, and then I covered it up for it to steam for a while. So as it's steaming, the water is going to ooze up, so you don't need any water in there. And one mistake sometimes we make is we make this cook too much before we add the other things. Everything should be cooking with itself so that nothing is overly cooked. So once the water started coming up, I added my eggs. I used 7 eggs here. Then I added in some salt, and then I just mixed it a little bit, covered it up. And then whilst this is actually like doing this thing, I added in the sausage. Yes, the chopped sausage. And then I covered this up for it to like cook with it. So like I said, don't overly cook the minced meat. Then you overly cook the egg. Then you overly cook the sausage. You are overly cooking everything. Your nutrients are going like down, which is not the best. So I just mix it up, and then I cover. Then I mixed it up and it was done. Then I added in the carrot in as well. The carrot you can use grated or you can use the chopped or the diced. I like this type because this gives you a bit of crunch and a bit of texture. And yes, but if you want the easy way out, you can just grate your carrot, and that will be a bit more smoother in. And this is the green peas. This is a stock of the green peas I use in the cooking of the rice. Yes. So I'm just mixing this also in there. And this is already looking healthy and all like bougie. Yes. Then I added the rest of the soy sauce in there because I wanted it to also have the soy taste. So you feel the soy in the rice and you feel it in the vegetables, because at this point, all we are left to do is to mix the two of them, and then we are done with our fried rice. So this is like very easy to go. And once I tasted and the salt was not enough, I added in some salt to taste, just to give it that balance as well. So this is very easy. Like this is like your best go-to kind of party fried rice. And at least you can see the proteins in there. There's sausage, there's eggs, there's minced meat. The vegetables are also in. They look colorful, they look good, and they look well. So at this point, I poured it out into my bowl, and now we are going to start mixing it because this is a large batch of fried rice. Yes, and I'm making it at home, so yes, I had to just be smart about it. So I placed a bit of coconut oil in, then I placed in the rice, then I placed in the vegetables in as well. Then all I'm going to do is mix it up. If you've watched to this point and you've not liked, Omo, tap the like and like it. Yes. And then if you have any comments, you can leave it in the comment section. We'll do all to reply it within the next 24 hours. Yes. And then you're going to go and continue stir frying this. Yes. This is one reason why you should subscribe, because if you subscribe, you're going to learn a lot more. And whenever we release any new video, you're going to see what's happening as well. So yes, this is the party fried rice. This is a surprise party fried rice, and like it was giving banga, 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 banga. So yes, this was awesome. Like it's easy to make, yes, and you get very consistent kind of fried rice. So it's also good to prep your ingredients. One thing I forgot to mention was all these ingredients were prepped before. And shout outs to my housemate Nadine, because she helped me prep the vegetables and then also like record the session and stuff. So you could see there was more mobility with this video. So shout outs to Nadine for the help with this as well. And so when we're frying the fried rice, we're just adding the spring onions. Yes. And then you go in with the vegetables and meat base we had done, which is like a whole meal on itself. And then you mix everything up, and voila, that is our fried rice for you. So this is a very simple fried rice recipe. When you're done, cover it up, let the steam, like the heat go all over, all across, and then we are done. It goes into your ice chest and you are ready to take it to the party. And this is like so easy. So I see you in the next food video. Do live life to the fullest, be joyous, be merry, and do subscribe for more content like this. Lots of love from my team and I. Mwah.